Over the span of 10 years, Natasha was welcomed as the new head of state for a small neighboring nation. She knew full well that her lineage was being taken advantage of for the nation's development. However, she had no choice but to allow this to happen. Meanwhile, Anatoly traveled the land. She had grown to become a leader of the wandering warrior tribes in the region. The sword she had mastered to survive had become the hope for many. The fight to regain their homeland had begun for these two princesses. It all began when the former kingdom, now a military dictatorship, invaded the nation protecting Natasha. Natasha declared war, promising to regain control of her former castle. Seeing an opportunity, Anatoly rallied the people of the land to mount an invasion. They rode for the kingdom. At first, Natasha was disadvantaged, but the balance shifted upon uniting with Anatoly's forces. The enemy commanders saw the forces surrounding the castle. They knew there was no way to escape, and quickly surrendered. The war ended in a single day. And yet, people do not know of the 10 years of strife these two girls endured. The royal family was rebuilt, but the peace they had once known was not immediately restored. Natasha's forces desired control over the conquered kingdom. However, Anatoly's camp also sought control, having achieved many merits in battle. Though the two girls reached out to one another, their hands would never touch again. They were fated to strike each other down.
Such a tragic story.
If we continue to fight,
huh?
more blood will be spilled, weakening our nation. Hence why only one of us shall be queen and end this war. There is no path before us where we can walk hand in hand as we did back then.
I know. I am prepared for what we must do. It's why I've waited here for you. Draw your sword. We shall now decide who is fit to become queen.
Drop the facade, Natasha.
Your hand is shaking. Is that
For
sword
these
a real
past 10
sword?
years, you sat on the throne as a princess. I know you know not how to wield a sword.
I hope that is acting
I
and
refuse to
she's
stain
not
my hands with your
holding a
blood.
real sword right now.
I could never will myself to kill you.
But at this rate, the nation will perish. Draw your sword, Anatoly!
Natasha!
Different style. Oops.
Whoa! Who turned out the lights? Well, I was asleep the whole time, so it was already dark anyway.
And you back to sleep? Really?
Is she talking in her sleep? That was weird. Wait, why am I wasting time thinking about it? The lights are on again. Back to the show.
Now, let us eat.
Yes, allow me to pass the plate.
Thank you, Anatoly.
The two spent time together again, for the first time in years. However, they could not run through the garden like they used to. Together, they carried the lives of tens of thousands on their shoulders. what was expected of the girls was no longer a crown of flowers, but a real crown instead.
If I could simply defer the throne to you and end it all, I would have done so in the beginning. A queen's crown would fit you better, Natasha. However, the war would not simply end there.
How did it end up this way? What are we supposed to do?
Natasha wept in anguish as Anatoly gently embraced her.
How wonderful it would be if we could flee somewhere together.
But both knew full well that could not be. After a long silence and much internal strife, Natasha rose. She knew this could not go on forever, for the nation and for themselves. She invoked her nation's ancient tradition.
Poison?
A new queen would be chosen through a duel of cups and poison.
Please don't be real poison. 45 minutes in.
Let us end this, Anatoly.
Natasha, what do you intend to do?
I leave
Not
it for
that
the
easy
heavens
to pull that
to
out,
decide
you know?
who will survive.
Isn't blood poison? Huh? How does this work?
On the day we were separated, I was given this poison by our family in order to commit suicide.
I think it was expired by now, you know? 10 years, that's a long time for... Okay, there is nothing in the bottle. That's nice.
Switch the glasses around until I cannot tell which one has the poison in it. Once you are finished, I will reorder the glasses as well.
The duel of poisoned cups. Very well. We shall ask God which of us deserves to survive. Though perhaps it will be the god of death that answers.
No. If this is true traditional... wouldn't the one with poison have more worm than the
Finished.
other one?
It is my turn then. I am ready.
I grant you the right to select a glass. I shall take the remaining one.
Very well.
Natasha, promise me. If you survive, promise you will bring peace to this kingdom. And be a bit more selfish in your personal life. That would balance things out, I think.
I also have something to say, Anatoly. If you survive, wear a dress fit for a queen, no matter how much you hate it.
Also,
To
her
the new
dress is
queen.
like traditional
Cheers.
tribe. Yes. Fuck. King hell.
Huh?
That not acting. That
Huh? What? Is she? But...
there's no way that was
Lorna,
acting.
are you alright?
She's dead! She's really dead!
Somebody call me! This happened!
What's wrong?
Shit's go wrong, that's what. Oh no.
What do I do? What do I do? Somebody call for a teacher!
We have one
Please
here.
report it to the peacekeepers! Our theater club rehearsal performance is hereby canceled. I repeat. Huh? What's going on? Oh, a crime! Woohoo!
Okay, now you're in a good mood.
What happened? Is this part of the show?
No, I don't think so. I think this is real.
That's a real corpse on the stage?
Don't you see one before?
Tetsuhiko, this is where master detectives come in. We have to do something.
Oh, no. I can't deal with corpses.
What?
Huh?
Dead people's faces terrify me. I can't handle looking at them. And the blood. What's with the blood? It's all way too horrifying. I can't deal with gory stuff.
How did you get
You're
your
joking,
license?
right? You're a master detective.
But I'm not assigned to murders. I mainly handle undercover investigations and stuff like that.
Oh.
So, yeah, I'll leave this to you. I grant you the right to investigate the crime scene, rookie.
What?
I'll use my disguise ability and try to leave the panicking students out of here. I'll leave the rest to you.
Everyone, stay calm! Let's all move into the hall in an orderly manner!
And there he go.
Yuma! What do I do? This is awful!
Stay calm, Kurumi. That wasn't an act just now, right?
That's not in the script. Kaden really coughed up blood. She's really dead.
Who could have thought a real murder would happen during a play?
But that
First
off
Aiko,
stage
and now
is so
Kaden? Is
messed
the
up.
school cursed?
Yuma, it's a murder case. But if the peacekeepers come, they'll just cover it up again. Please, I need your help. Please investigate this case, Yuma.
You want me to do it? Got it.
Well, there's someone
You're just
happy
doing
about the
what she
case.
says again? Wow, if you want to get on the flat-chested Uggo's good side that badly.
Yeah, Shinigami is full on board
you
with the
also want to peek at the crime scene
scene.
for your own reasons.
Yeah.
Busted.
Anyway, it'll be trouble when the peacekeepers arrive. Let's search the crime scene before they get here.
Okay, let's investigate that first. Need to be quick.
All right.
Okay. Investigation.
I'm not sure if it will help, but can I tell you what I saw?
Yeah, that would help a lot actually.
Yes, please.
During the performance, I was doing odd jobs in the wings. Aside from the theater club members, there wasn't anyone wandering about, like an outsider. I mean, other than when Desuhiko jumped in right at the beginning of the play.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Well, that's part of the investigation, right? You can't see everyone from the stage after all. Isn't that why he went up there? So he could memorize all the faces that were there?
Right.
I think he just wanted attention. But setting that aside, since she didn't see any outsiders, the only persons of interest are those within the theater club.
We see someone
I'll
moving.
keep that in
What's her
mind
name
while
again?
taking a look
Yoshiko, right?
I've done a few investigations already. I should be able to handle this now.
Yet you were hopelessly reliant on yours truly until now. I see it's not your brain making the decisions anymore.
The eyes are wide open from agony. The body is completely motionless. I can immediately tell she's dead.
What kind of poison acting
Though
that
she
fast?
displayed many expressions while acting, her face is frozen in death in the end. This isn't an act. She was struck by an abrupt and unscripted death.
Was it poison?
That's most likely the case. There are no external injuries, and given the circumstances, she must have ingested poison. This will be tough to solve if that's the case. I know nothing about poison.
What? A detective who doesn't know his poisons? Don't tell me you're a poison virgin!
Well, who else?
Ew, gross!
Who isn't a poison virgin?
Well,
Huh?
you perverted little detective. Get on your knees and apologize, and maybe I'll teach you a thing or two. How about something like, I'm sorry, I should know my place. I can't live without you, Shinigami.
If she was murdered with poison while on stage, the poison must have been prepared somewhere else. I need to look for that while checking out anywhere else that seems suspicious.
The bottle.
Hey, don't ignore me, jerk.
Okay. This is a key.
Yep, it's a corpse.
Yeah, we all know that. Table. Oh. Also, poison well.
This file is supposed to have poison in it, according to the script. But it's empty now. It's dry and shows no signs of ever being wet.
It's just a prop.
To be sure, the poison in this file wasn't real, and it was just another prop, right?
Absolutely. It was always empty.
That means the poison
contents
is
spill
on the
easily
grass.
because of the loose lid, so we don't even keep colored water in it. Kaden just pretended to pour poison from the vial into the glass on stage.
Then it's hard to imagine there being any poison inside it.
But if the poison is not in here, then no way it's in the bottle, so it should be smeared on the grass, and that make our suspect be the other actress. What's her name? The girl with yellow dress.
There's a wine bottle on the table. Karin poured the liquid from this bottle and started to suffer after drinking it. Then that means
But
there's a
she's the
chance the poison
last
was
person
mixed
who
into this
trusts
bottle.
the grass.
This isn't wine in here, right?
Of course not. It's just grape juice. I poured out the bottle and replaced what was inside.
Huh? You, Kurumi?
After class, I was asked to help out before I went to get you. I'm still a theater club member after all.
Were both the wine and grape juice sealed before you swapped them out?
Yes. I received the unopened wine bottle
Oh,
from
no.
a club member.
The peacekeeper gonna blame
I
you then.
uncorked the bottle and poured the wine down the sink. It's a waste, but we can't drink it anyway.
After that, I went to the cafeteria and bought a can of grape juice. Of course, this was also unopened. I poured the juice into the bottle, then put the cork back. I passed the bottle to a club member and my job was done. That bottle was then placed with the glasses on the shelf before the performance.
I see. With so many people around, poison couldn't be added to the bottle after it was placed on stage. If poison was mixed in, it'd be before it was brought on stage.
Grass.
There are 2 glasses on the table. The props used for the Duel of Poison's cups. I think this glass was supposed to be stored upside down on the shelf in the back. Cotton was the victim, but she's also the one who set it on the table. Maybe
Wait,
poison was already
if
applied to the
everything's
glass
script,
beforehand.
it's not just
Hey,
the
do you know
actress,
who prepared these glasses?
but everyone else. No,
Oh,
because they're gonna switch.
the
It's
girls
just
on prep
one
duty.
for the
The
acting.
freshmen are handling
right?
them this time.
Do you know where this glass was before it was placed on stage?
Props are kept in the theater club storage. This glass should have been in there too.
The theater club storage? In that case, any club member would have access.
Was real poison applied to the glass?
I just thought it could be possible. But there's the risk of being caught by applying the poison after it was moved to the set. If poison was applied, it would have been before being brought to the set.
But on days like this,
No, they
and
can
when
do
there's
this
an
on
open rehearsal,
on
props are
stage
brought out of
too,
storage right
right.
after school. The glass should have stayed on that shelf the whole time.
After school. Which means it'd be even harder to apply poison before then.
Yes. At the very least, the props in the set were fully prepared at least 1 hour before the performance.
That's all here. Oh, what is?
There's a script on the floor.
That's a script of the play. Someone must have dropped it in all the chaos.
The script describes the Duel of Poison's cup scene.
Okay, now we will know
The
that.
character Natasha, played by Cotton, is supposed to take the wine and glasses from the shelf. After that, the glasses are shuffled on stage. According to the script...
Yeah, they script the shuffle, so everyone know. Uh-huh.
After that, Cotton takes the first glass, and they both drink at the same time. Unfortunately, Cotton's glass turned out to actually be poisoned. Kurumi, I was wondering about this script. It says, make sure the audience cannot see the glasses. Why is that?
Because they don't shuffle, is it?
It's to make the result feel unpredictable to the audience.
Ah.
If the glasses are visible, no matter how fast they are shuffled, the audience can see which one has the poison.
The script doesn't say anything about how many times to shuffle the glasses, or which one will have the poison in it.
Exactly. There's no poison to begin with, so it doesn't matter which one's picked. You just pick any glass and act out your death after drinking. In the script, Cotton was to die. But I didn't think she'd actually die.
I see. Since the instructions aren't precise, both actresses don't know the results from shuffling either.
Oh, so they have to shuffle. Now this is harder. Do we have to look at the cost again? No, we already examined that. Anything this side? Up here? No. Backstage. anything?
I don't think there's anything on this side.
How about that side? Snack?
My place is among the gentry, so these don't suit my palate.
Huh. Oh, we can go up. Let's see.
My place is among the gentry, so these don't suit my palate.
If they're not seeing at all, then we're gonna talk to
My
Groovy.
place is among the gentry, so these don't suit my palate.
I know! Why do you have to complain about the snack so much?
My place is among the
Oi!
gentry, so these don't suit my palate.